And we're live. Okay. Cool. I'll give this a couple minutes, let people come in. Real quick. Not a bad start so far, though. Get into that here in a second. I'm going to at least let it go to a minute, like I usually do, at least close, let people start coming in. I know a lot of people watch these games with a little bit of a delay, so they might not be at halftime just yet. So I do have the game on to my left, so once I see it coming on, I'm going to bail. Okay. So far, I'm mixed feelings. Still haven't gotten much of a run game going. We really haven't had many attempts. I got the numbers pulled up. We've got 6 rushing attempts from our running backs all game so far. Not a fan of that. To be honest, I really want to see us really try to press that coming out of the half. We do get ball back after halftime as well, so I'd like to see us try to run the ball a little bit. DeAndre Washington had a couple decent runs. So did Breida. We had some screens going, which were working with somewhat of effectiveness. So overall, I'd just like to see a little bit more of that. Offensively, Devontae Parker's had a pretty big day. Also, I'm a Dolphins fan. Y'all know that. That call was bullshit. Devontae Parker, that was a drop. He dropped that shit. It helped us, but that was a drop. Just being honest. But I'll take it. What else offensively before we get to defense? Ryan Fitzpatrick has looked okay. He's definitely made some Ryan Fitzpatrick type throws. I mean, he's gonna throw it into double coverage. He's gonna take throws that he shouldn't. Make questionable decisions. Sorry about the background noise. That just kind of is what it is. He's gonna do that. Hopefully we can win despite that. As far as the defense goes, the defense has looked pretty good-ish. Denzel Mims has had some pretty big plays against us today. Frank Gore is going off, but Frank Gore is Frank Gore, so it just is what it is. He's the symbol of consistency. He's not getting the snaps he usually does. He's having to come off, but when he comes in, he's deadly. And he's been deadly in the receiving game as well as the rushing game. So Frank Gore is a monster. That just is what it is. Jason Sanders is a god. Let's get that right. We need to get him a contract like now. I know his contract doesn't expire until next year. I ain't waiting. This offseason, like today after the game, as soon as possible, re-sign Jason Sanders. We need to lock that dude down. He cannot walk. No. Not an option. But, yeah, overall, I mean, it's an okay start. I mean, it's the Jets. They're pretty bad. I'll tell you what, though. Yeah, definitely pay him. I agree. But Sam Darnold's actually made some pretty interesting plays. That play where he was scrambling to his right and was able to just squeak that past the rushers to get it to Frank Gore on the sideline. That was kind of gorgeous, to be honest with you. But yeah, overall, I think we've done okay. We definitely lucked out with them missing that field goal. We know from experience that Castillo's not a very good kicker. That's why I want to lock up Jason Sanders, because there's about 5 good kickers in the NFL, and we have one of them, possibly the best. Let's make sure we don't lose them. Good kickers are rare. I know people don't want to pay kickers, but when you've got a good one, keep them. Because you got him, you got Tucker, you got Boswell in Pittsburgh, and Greg Zuerlein in Dallas too. That's about it. I'm probably missing somebody off the top of my head, but yeah, he's played really well. Christian Wilkins, he hasn't really made any splash plays, but it's been good seeing him. Defensively, we've actually done a pretty good job stopping the run for the most part. Frank Gore has had some success, though. He has 60 yards on us. Texans trying real hard for us not to get – yeah, you ain't kidding. They're being real fucking rude right now. They need to go back to being trash. If they want to be good next year, that's fine, as long as they're not in our way. But this year, they need to learn their place and suck. Detroit didn't do us any favors either. By the way, how was y'all's Thanksgiving, by the way? Let me know. I had a pretty good one. But I'm already fat. Pretty sure I gained even more weight. So, great Thanksgiving. But, yeah, this is kind of what I expected against the Jets. They are kind of putting up more of a fight than the score would. I'm still absolutely. The Jets are putting up more of a fight than I would like. I would like to Ryan Fitzpatrick. I like that he's pressing the issue, but there was a couple plays where they should have been picked. There was a play. It ended up being a completed pass, but it went straight through a Jets defender's arms. So, yeah, that's just kind of what you get with Ryan Fitzpatrick. I really wish we could get like a good middle ground between Tua's playing style and Ryan's, because Tua's like hyper conservative and Ryan Fitzpatrick is like the epitome of fuck it, just throw it. If we could get a middle ground, we'd have a Hall of Fame quarterback. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying myself. I mean, it's the Jets. I'm trying to not get too hyped. Plus, like I said, the score makes it look a lot worse for the Jets than it actually is. It's not we're not really killing them. They missed a field goal at the end that they shouldn't have made, but Castillo's trash. So, yeah. Game coming back? No, not yet. So, what are y'all's thoughts, man? I think it's going pretty well. One thing I'd like to see, and we started to pick it up a little bit, in the first quarter, we weren't really doing the creative blitzes that we have become accustomed to with this defense. We started picking it up toward the end. Teams are starting to learn to play against it, to be honest. So I understand why they're going away from it a little bit. But for this team to be successful, our offense ain't really that crazy. So we need big plays on defense to really set us up. Like, it just kind of is what it is. The offense does move a little bit better with Ryan Fitzpatrick just because he's a veteran and he's not hyper conservative. But yeah, it's way closer than I thought it would be. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like 13-3. You would. Yeah, a real pass rusher would be fantastic on this team right now. Agba really hasn't had the success that he was having early in the season. But that's just because early in the season, everybody was getting free because the blitz schemes were really not having those creative plays. And also the play where Agba kind of got beat and Mims ended up having that big completion. I'm not mad at Agba there. He's not a coverage guy. That's just more the pass rush didn't get there. And I love those sorts of plays, but you are going to get burned doing it sometimes. It just is what it is. Live by the blitz, die by the blitz, that sort of thing. So it just is what it is. You're going to get beat doing that sometimes. Yeah, 50-50. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's playing fairly well today. Yeah, X did almost have that one. You're not kidding. Yeah. Overall, I think it's been all right. Just continue to do what we're doing. We need to get some pass rush. Continue to maintain your gaps in the run game. Frank Gore is pretty much always going to find a way to fall forward. So it's almost always going to be positive yards with him. But just try to limit him as much as possible. And we need to get pass rush because if we can make Sam Darnold make bad decisions, that's going to help us a lot. Hoping the Chargers can beat the Bills, that's That's facts because they are giving they're giving the Bills a hell of a fight right now. Yeah, man, Fitzpatrick is stressful as hell, man, because he presses the issue way better than Tua does, but again, he just has that fuck it factor. You don't know how that's going to end up sometimes. Yeah, it's a beast. Can't be mad at him. Yeah. That just kind of is what it is. Like I said, that play where the ball literally went straight to that guy's hands. I was happy it was a completion. Should not have made that throw. There's been a couple passes that should have been picked off. There was the one that was going to Gesicki. Ryan Fitzpatrick like scrambled out to his right and tried to throw that. Like, no, stop trying to do too much. Sometimes they almost got picked off. Should have been picked off, but I mean, it just kind of comes with the territory if you're going to be starting Ryan Fitzpatrick. You can't even really be mad at it. That just is what it is. That's like being mad at people are going to take this out of context, but in that field, it's like getting mad at like Brett Favre for throwing a pick. It's the same sort of thing. I'm not saying Fitzpatrick is as good as Brett Favre. Don't think I'm saying that because no. But it's the same sort of thing. Or even on defense, it's kind of like a Troy Polamalu type deal. Troy Polamalu was kind of like that. Super aggressive. He would see things and just go for it, but sometimes you're going to get beat doing that. So it is what it is. Just making sure. Game might be coming back on here. But looks like we got a little bit. But hopefully we can come out strong. Main thing with this opening drive, I want to really try to get the ball going. I know we're down to scraps at this point at running back. DeAndre Washington seemed to get a little bit more juice. The game is coming back on. I got to go. See ya. I'll get the film out this week. So, bye, guys.